Hey, bookish friends. So I meant to do a different tag video, but I just didn't have time to film at all last week, so I'm doing a different one. The other one hopefully will be coming in June, but first I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. If you want to skip the update, you can go to this timestamp and get to the book tag, but my husband has a contract to start working for the Postal Service, and so he has 2 weeks off before he starts testing and training. So we're gonna be okay. We've been very blessed the past month or so that he's been unemployed. We've had friends pay him to do different odd jobs. He's been doing deliveries for Uber Eats, and our church has blessed us financially, and I've even gotten some surprises in the mail. Let's see, Chantel at Chantel Reads All sent me volume 2 of the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon. She said, "My way of forcing you to continue this series, praying for your family." So thank you. And I got these two in the mail, volume 2 and volume 3, but there is no note. So wherever you are, thank you. I could return volume 2 and get volume 4, but I think since one of my goals this year was to do my first giveaway, I think I will pass on the blessing of having an extra copy. So if you want to be entered in the giveaway, put the lion emoji in your comment and either tell me one of your favorite books or give me a book recommendation. Sorry, got interrupted. So yes, if you want to be entered for the giveaway for volume 2 of Emma M. Lyon, make sure your comment has the lion emoji in it, and I will let it run through the end of the day, May 30th, and hopefully pick the winner on the 31st. And oh, I had won a paperback copy of Birdsong. It's beautiful. It's here. Love it. And I had a gift card from some return I had done a while ago, so I picked up the Complete Chronicles of Avonlea. This has both Chronicles of Avonlea and Further Chronicles of Avonlea, and so that'll get me through the 2 books, 2 of the months of the mod read along. Okay, so I think that's everything. On to the book tag. This is the off the top of my head tag. Chautona did it last week and it looked like a lot of fun, and one I didn't really have to prep for, so that's why I chose it. I'll see if I can find the original person and link that one, but I'll at least link Chautona's video down below. And let's get started. What was your favorite book as a child? This is actually a hard one because I don't really remember any picture books I read. I really don't remember much before when I was like 2nd grade, so I don't have any of those. And my parents stopped reading aloud to me when I could read for myself, although my dad had me read aloud to him. Oh, I left it over here. I do have memories of reading the Wishbone version of Moby Dick, which is Moby Dog, to my dad, and so it has a special place in my heart, especially because my dad passed away 9 years ago. So I think I read this aloud to my kids. There's a bookmark in there. Maybe we didn't finish it. And speaking of my kids, I do love reading aloud to them Miss Rumphius. I don't know if you saw my short of us going to the Lupin Fields. My footage is actually from last year. I went this year and they weren't blooming yet. We might try to go again. But love this about leaving the world more beautiful than it is. And I also just love Mossy by Jan Brett. I love all of the border illustrations and it's just gorgeous. Our favorite one is always the one in the museum with the fossils along borders. Let's see, insects. Here it is. This is always my favorite spread. I like reading that one aloud to my kids. And I do remember my favorite, here it is, my favorite book when I was a teen was Ella Enchanted by Carol Carson Levine, I don't remember. It's a Cinderella retelling, and my copy from when I was 14 is so beat up that I have a hardcover copy that I read out of now, but I didn't have the heart to let go of the really beat up one from when I was a kid. What book series did you love as a child? The one I remember reading the most is the Harry Potter series. I think I read the first one when I was like 11 or 12, and then I read all of them as they came out, and my dad and I even read them at the same time so we could talk about them. What's the worst book you've read or tried to read? From school, I still hated Cold Sassy Tree. It was so boring and we all had to read it and none of us liked it. And yeah, if we're gonna go with recently, probably Garlic and the Witch, because I had read Garlic and the Vampire to my kids and they loved it, so we pre-ordered Garlic and the Witch and we came and I got it and I started reading it, and oh, one of the characters is gay. It's subtle, but it's there, and some of the vegetables were referred to as he or she, and then one of the main ones didn't have an assigned gender. So, so disappointed. My kids didn't like that I sent it back. So, what is your favorite reading or book memory? I remember my parents had family friends and they lived out in the country, like Amish country, and I just remember reading on the farm. What is a book you loved as a movie? The Princess Bride. A lot of people say the movie is so much better than the book. I like both, but I am more likely to rewatch The Princess Bride than I am to reread it. And I'm going to do the same one Chautona did and do The Magic of Ordinary Days. I did like it both as a book and as a movie, but they both have their strong points. I think the movie is a fair adaptation. I think it did a really good job, especially of showing the husband in a really likable light. What is a book you wish they'd make into a movie? What would be good as a movie? I don't have it. I just loaned it out. Probably The Storyteller's Daughter by Cameron Doki. It is a retelling of the story of Scheherazade, who she marries the king, is supposed to be beheaded the next morning, but she starts telling him a story, and hence Arabian Nights. And this is mostly focused on her, and I just loved the storytelling style for that. And I think if they could do it well and maybe give it the feel of One Night with the King, which is a retelling of the story of Esther, if it could have that kind of visual and style, I think that would really work. And it's a short book, so there's not that much that they can leave out. Who is a book character you would like as a friend? I like Ella from Ella Enchanted. She's spunky and she likes to make people laugh. I like Chautona's Anne character from Clock Tower Bound, or maybe even Nadia, her friend. Yeah, one of those. I really like them. Let's see here. Where is the place you want to visit because of a book you read? Well, I would love to go to the UK. I've been to Scotland. I would love to go back. I'd also like to go to England or Ireland. The Harry Potter books made me love it. 84 Charing Cross Road and the Duchess of Bloomsbury Street. Even one of the Scottish Bakehouse mystery books, one of them, they go over to Scotland, and that one's probably my favorite out of the series. I just saw it. Where did I see it? Oh, the Lost Property Office is also set. I'd kind of want to do maybe more the countryside parts of the UK versus London, or I did like Edinburgh. That's a very walkable city. What is a nonfiction book that you would recommend? If I'm recommending the one I'm currently reading, definitely The Life-Giving Home by Sarah and Sally Clarkson. I've really been getting a lot out of that one. The Hiding Place. If you're a Christian, you should read The Hiding Place. Definitely. It is a hard book, but it is very edifying. Adventuring Together by Greta Eskridge. If you're kind of in one of those phases where getting out with your children feels like a chore, and is it even worth it? It kind of felt that way on Saturday with having to stop all the time for the kids to go potty because they drink too much liquids. This book will make you want to go out and adventure with your kids no matter how old they are. And yeah. If you could hang out with an author for a day, who would it be and why? Well, I'd love to hang out with you, Chautona. But you're coming to my state later this year. Maybe we can make it happen. I think it'd be fun to get together and talk books, and it is like an actual maybe possibility someday. Who else would I want to hang out with? Like, whose books have I read and enjoyed? Maybe Morgan L. Bussey, because I really love her books. She would be fun to hang out with too. What is the last book you gave to someone as a gift? I gave books to people for Christmas. I know I gave some Georgette Heyer, like a book of essays about her works, to a friend of mine. I gave another friend a copy of Recorder by Kathy McCrum. We always exchange books at Christmas. I think I also gave one of the Mrs. Polifax books. I found it on the free card at the library. I give books to my mom all the time. She loves the Love Inspired paperbacks. So whenever I'm out and about and I see one, I pick it up for her if she doesn't already have it. So there we go. Feel free to answer any of these questions down in the comments. And yeah, I guess I could grab a few of these books and hold them up as a stack. But yeah, let me know what you've been reading in the month of May. And until next time, happy reading!